What's good, YouTube? It's Justice I Used to Be Paying. Today I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how pretty much Playboi Carti has been speedrunning an album rollout. We went from pretty much no news about anything Carti related to a whole bunch of news about an album coming out in less than 48 hours. And all of this news has come as a result of his Instagram story. It started out with a selfie, then a meme, then it went to a logo, which appears to be the logo for his next project. Then we got another logo with a snippet. Then we got Carti posting more memes. And then we finally got an entirely new song and music video from his Finsta, which he reposted onto his Instagram story. And now he's just kind of reposting everyone that's reposting his story. He's posting like little reactions. He's posting stuff from Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely finally for the first time ever. He's reposting stuff from other artists who have reposted him. It's just very much a lot of interaction social media wise that we typically never see from Playboi Carti. We pretty much went from 0 to 100 almost instantly, and to make it like relate to something that you watching this video or I making this video can think of in our own life, it kind of reminded me of, like, you know how when you're in school, sometimes you have that one class that you just really don't try in, like you don't really do a lot of homework, you don't do that well on the test, you don't really show up. You know, by the time you get to like Thanksgiving break, you probably got like a D or an F, right? You not doing well in this class, but you like, all right, I got to kind of lock in. After Thanksgiving break, you start locking in, you start turning in all your late work. You doing all your homework, you studying extra hard, you making sure you ace the test. And by the end of the semester, in those last little 2 weeks, you went from a 64% to like an 83. That's kind of what Carti did. He kind of just like crammed and really locked in post Thanksgiving break. That's kind of what this reminded me of. And honestly, it feels like Carti woke up one day, looked at his calendar and was like, oh, I forgot, like I got to drop an album in 2 weeks, and just started doing all this. And allegedly, according to academics and some of the stuff that has been posted, Carti is supposed to be dropping in January, which is in a couple of weeks. So I might not even be that far off from that little theory I just gave. That might not even be that far from the truth. But if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That was a nice little plug. You would know that I've been saying Carti's going to drop towards the end of the year. Like, he has to. He has no choice, because Carti is about to go on tour. The Antagonist tour is still a thing. Yes, they've pushed it back in America and then pushed it back in Europe, but it's still a thing, and they still want to go ahead and do that. And you cannot go on tour in these massive arenas that Carti's about to go on tour in without new music. You just can't do Whole Lotta Red ×3. Like, that just isn't going to work. You can't perform Whole Lotta Red for your second tour in a row. Except this time, the venues are all 2 to 3 times bigger than the venues you went on tour in last time with no new music. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. So I can't really say that I'm shocked that we've started to get an album rollout from Carti, but just like the speed at which it's going is really crazy. Like, we got an entire new song and music video randomly on a Friday from Playboi Carti's Finsta. Think about that. We have not gotten a solo Playboi Carti song since Whole Lotta Red released. Not one in 3 years. And we just randomly get one on a Friday night. Like, isn't that kind of crazy? What I will say about the new snippet and honestly the new music video, the new aesthetic, the way he's dressing and stuff, it does feel a lot more Atlanta than the Whole Lotta Red stuff. I mean, it was all Atlanta, but still, like, this really feels like modern, contemporary kind of Atlanta style music and the way he's dressing and stuff. And I see the vision. I definitely see the vision. The music video I thought was pretty good. I'm still kind of in the middle, but I'm leaning more towards I like it. But overall, this does feel more like an Atlanta, like Carti really gets in his Atlanta bag for this next project or whatever. But who knows? I feel like this song is also kind of, I'm speaking on the new song, it's kind of like the 2023 version of At Me. Now, I don't mean that in the sense of like, oh, they sound the same, but I think it's in the sense of like, this is Carti giving us a taste of something that he's going to be doing in the future. And if we don't like it, he's probably going to change it. If we do like it, he's going to keep it the same. I think it's kind of a taste tester, a little bit of a litmus test to see how the audience feels about this new kind of style. Another thing that has kind of caught my interest when it comes to this album is Pharrell's potential inclusion, because Pharrell was one of the first people to like post the new Carti logo or like repost Carti. And I don't think they have a history of working together. I don't really recall ever. So this will be very interesting. Pharrell is one of the greatest producer, musicians, whatever you want to call him, of the last 20 years. So I think it'll be very interesting to see how these two work together. I don't really know what that would sound like, because I couldn't really think of two sounds where they kind of match. I don't know. Very weird. I don't really know where they're going to go with that sound, but I think it's very interesting because Pharrell can pretty much make anything work. So excited to see what that's going to be all about. But yeah, overall, I would say I'm very interested to see what this new style is. It looks intriguing. It sounds pretty good, but I think they're doing this mostly because they got to get that tour up and running. Like, you can't just keep pushing back that tour. And if they want it to be successful, there has to be new Carti music. You cannot go on tour for the second time with the same music, except in this time, way bigger venues. It just doesn't work like that. So I think they've gotten to a point where it's like, dog, we can't push it back anymore. The arenas are getting sick of us. The venues are sick of us. The ticket sellers are sick of us. They got to reorganize and get tickets to all these people who already bought tickets. Everyone's sick of us, right? We can't keep pushing this back. You got to drop your music. And so I feel like that's why Carti's been steaming through this album rollout, because we're going to get an album in probably a couple weeks, probably around the new year, so they can hop right into that tour. But who knows? Maybe Carti's just being an extra jerk this time, and he's speeding up this album rollout to stall us until, I don't know, August. Like, maybe he's just doing it just to mess with us. Who knows? It's Carti. You never really know. This could all just be building up hype for an album coming out in September of 2025. You never really know, so don't hold your breath, but I think it's safe to assume the album actually is coming this time. And we've even got academics talking about it, and you can obviously tell that man's trying to get another intro on the album.
Via multiple sources who are not only within the camp, but in the knowledgeable and in the know of what's going on, Carti is ready to press the button on the rollout. You're going to see more posts from him, more activity from him, more motion from him, and Carti season is in effect. Starting today. The album, the project, the music, what you've waited for, will be delivered in January.
But I am excited to hear this new album. Maybe it's something crazy. Maybe it'll be trash. Who knows? Whatever. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I greatly appreciate it. If you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. Have a good day. Be safe. Be blessed. Peace.